Have you ever been so excited about the newest book that you've either bought or rented from the library only to get home and see that it is ghastly long? Then to be overwhelmed by how many pages you have to have read. And after starting it, you're just like, oh no. Well, you're not alone in this. If you want to know how to make it through a long book and how to enjoy the process, stay tuned. Hello and welcome. I am Crystal K. I am a book enthusiast, a teacher, an aspiring writer, and a DIYer. But more importantly, I am a fellow YouTuber. Today I'm going to discuss how to make it through a long book, my reading strategies. All right, tip number one. Pick a book that is interesting to you. That is the first thing, okay? Pick a book that is interesting to you. I know many times people pick books that are recommended to them or things that they believe they should be reading, only to get into the book and it's not something they want to do or read, okay? So simply pick something that works for you and enjoy it. Tip number two, you have to set aside time in your day to actually read. Yes, that's right. Set aside the time. You have to plan it out. Otherwise, if you try to make it too complicated, it won't get done. It can either be done in the morning, the afternoon, or in the evening. I know personally for myself, I set aside time to read before I go to bed. I make it a habit to try to go to bed maybe an hour early, 45 minutes or so, and then read until either I fall asleep or I feel comfortable where I am in the book. Tip number three, pace yourself. There is not a more uncomfortable feeling than rushing through a book only to get several chapters in and you're not sure about the plot, who the characters are, and truly what's going on. So the thing I love about reading for me is the movie that the words are making in my mind. So if you're not getting that, that means you're kind of just rushing. You need to pace yourself, give yourself the time to create the movie in your mind. That's the fantastic part about reading books. If you're not making a movie in your mind, then it's just a waste of time, in my opinion. Unless you're reading a textbook for school, then of course you have no choice but to get through it. But even with that, you still need to read for meaning and understanding. It's very important to comprehend whatever it is you're reading. All right, now tip number four, have a reading goal. I try to always have a reading goal in mind. For me, that means if I'm reading a 400-page book, which I am currently reading, I like to take sticky notes and put them every 100 pages or so within the book. And I put the date on there that I need to get those pages accomplished. That way it holds me accountable and so I can get through the book. But more importantly, the reason why I do this is because I know if I'm reading more than one book, I have a couple books going because I do like to do book chats or to make recommendations for other people or even my students. I know I have to have these books done. So sticky notes are your friends. Put them in the books, in your book, put a date on there, hold yourself accountable. Tip number five, lastly, it's important. Just enjoy the book, have fun. Nothing is more satisfying than finishing a book and being able to put it back on the shelf, take a step back and go, wow, I accomplished reading that beast of a book, and patting yourself on the back. Job well done, book well read, it's done. You accomplished however many pages it is. I know today I was talking with a young lady. She had this newest book by Sarah Moss that I might have to check out. It was a 900-page book, okay? 900 pages. So you definitely would have to set a reading goal if you plan on getting through a 900-page book at any point in time before a whole year is done. So I hope you enjoyed this. Please subscribe, share, and like this video. And if you have any other book recommendations or topics you would like to see being made by me, please leave a comment below. I would love to talk with you or even make videos for you. And until next time, beautiful people, be blessed.